Hi guys, so you might have seen in one of my recent videos I'd made a textured dry brush palette, and this was basically something that you guys suggested I should make because obviously I do a lot of dry brushing. And well, what can I say, this is the best thing I think I've ever made, as in it's been so useful, so helpful, and obviously very easy to make. As you can see, just a random sort of bunch of things. There is a full video of me making this, but as you can see it is pretty much, yeah, whatever you've got to hand, put into a, well, I'll put it into a little plastic box, glue it all down, and hey presto, you've got yourself a textured dry brush palette. And this is definitely one of those things you never knew you needed until you had one, and then it's like, yeah, how do I live without this, because this is just used all the time. So basically what this thing is used for is, obviously when you're doing your dry brushing, you get your paint, you load up your brush, and then normally you'd obviously wipe this off on a cloth, a bit of wood, or anything really, just to get most of it off so it's, well, used as a dry brush. And this is where this palette is awesome, because it lets you know exactly how much paint is left on the dry brush, because, well, you can see that by when you're going over the dry brush palette. So then when you use it, it's got the right amount of paint on first time, and yeah, I say, it just works awesome. So I've been using mine for the last couple of weeks. Absolutely love the thing. So you guys suggested I make one, and yeah, I use it all the time now. But not only is it great for obviously doing the dry brushing, it's great for doing, well, testing on. So as you can see, all the Army Painter speed paints I've got, the first thing I did was I painted all the lids, so I knew exactly how the colour would look. But obviously I've still got a load of contrast paints by Citadel. So with these, yeah, it's a bit difficult to try and paint the lids. So what you can do instead is you can paint onto your dry brush palette with these the contrast paints, and then you can see exactly how they come out. Yeah, because obviously I do the slap chop painting technique, so everything I paint gets basically primed in black, dry brush grey, dry brush white, and yeah, so that's why this palette is great, because obviously that's how it looks, and I can put my contrast paints over it and see just exactly how it's going to look in the shadows, the light areas, and all the rest of it, which is just awesome. So I've been using the dry brush palette for the good sort of last week and a bit, and as you can see I use it for, well, any kind of colours that I'm doing dry brushing with, which is just awesome. But something else you guys did mention was, why didn't I 3D print one? And well, yeah, you're right, so I have, and I love it. As you can see, it's got my logo on the front, plenty of texture on there, and I've also put a few recesses in just so you can put obviously the paint in there. Yeah, got some orky bits as well, because, well, I just love orcs. And in my last video you guys saw me using this, and well, lots of you have asked, is there any way you can get hold of the STL? And I'm here to say yes, you can. I've just recently added it to my Patreon page. So yeah guys, if you want to get hold of this, well, simply become a patron. And anyone who already is a patron, well, the file is there now, and you can download it, and if you want to, you can print off my ugly mug and, well, dry brush all over it. And as I now know I can add things to Patreon, as in any sort of STL files, yeah, anything I make now guys, or I amend or change, or yeah, any STL files that I sort of do my own, yeah, they're going to be on my Patreon page for you guys to download. And if you haven't got a 3D printer, message me, because I may be able to print these off and sort of sell them that way. I also want to thank Kraken Studios, as they are the lovely chaps, or chapesses, that made my logo into this this awesome sort of 3D printed thing. As well, I used it in my Blood Bowl stadium that I'm making, but obviously now I can use it in this. So yeah, link down below guys, go check out Kraken Studios for all the wonderful stuff that they make. Thanks for watching guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave comments down below. As well, it was you guys leaving comments below on one of my previous videos that got me into making this textured dry brush palette, which, well, I think is going down a storm, because I love it, and well, you guys seem to love it. So yeah, leave plenty of comments guys, as I do like making things from what you suggest. There is another video on the screen, go give that a click, see more of what I do. And obviously a big thank you and shout out to my lovely patrons who can now get access to this STL, as well as obviously Chaos Cards for helping support the channel, as it really does mean so much to me. Link down below to getting a discount off Chaos Cards when you buy miniatures from them. Okay guys, you all take care, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.